Commissioner, some of the things that I wouldn't want to comment on them because it's things that I say I will feel like I will incriminate myself. But let me not. I want to proceed with this testimony, but let me please not mention some of the things. Maybe in my supplementary affidavit, I don't know how we will deal with it. But let me just proceed, and then you will tell me where you need clarity, and then we can take it from there.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes. On Sunday, when he called me, he said he wants to help me in regards with opening a case against the police. And then I was interested because I wanted to open a case of harassment. And then that's when I got to know of him. And then especially when he said he's from the Minister of the Police. And then because I know that there by the police station, they refused to open a case against the police, then he was willing to assist. So what I think when they came for the second time for the raid, he asked money from me. He said he wants to bring experts from the police to do the investigation to find out who are these people who came to my house. But by then he wanted money. And then, yes, I gave him that money. I think it was 20,000, I think. He said we must book accommodation for those investigators. So that's when he started to raise a red flag for me, that why would the police need money to do an investigation? But anyway, I gave him the money. And then when the police now came to my office, raided my office, and went back to my house looking for me because they were supposed to charge me because I was not supposed to have a spare key of my office where I keep my firearms, which I did not know that is unlawful. So they said they wanted to arrest me for that thing. So they came to my house to arrest me for that. So, but I was not at home. So on my way to my house, I found out that the police are there already. My wife called me when I was on my way home, said the police are here. They're looking for you. But what worried me is the police were wearing balaclavas again, but I'm supposed to be charged for a case of having spare key of your own safe. So I had my own suspicions that something must be wrong here. They will just send a normal investigators, maybe with police in uniform, but not people with rifles and balaclavas for a spare key. So that's when now I got engaged with Brown a lot, Mkhoti a lot. And then he said to me, yes, he will help, and then to get to the bottom of this and find out who are these people actually. But at some point, I got a call from a person who was very close to the former minister. And he said, the former minister of police. And he said to me, listen, because that thing now was in the media. I've already opened, by then I've already, what is it called? That agent interdict, the High Court interdict, agent application. I've already done that to stop harassment, and it's already even in the media. So this guy called me and said, listen, I see you're having problems here. Come to KZN, then I have someone who will help you with this problem. Then that's when I got to know the former minister of police, Mr. Beki Cele. So when I got to Mr. Beki Cele, I'm still on Baron Mkhotsi anyway, not, but I want to give you the context of when I was with Mr. Beki Cele, I showed him that, listen, this guy, I showed him my communication with him. He claims that he's from the Minister of Police, but he wants money from me, and then he also says that I was helped them with the, what is it called? There's this function that ANC holds every year in January. I don't know what is it called. So, but he wanted money for that also. So, and then that's when the former Minister of Police said to me, you know what, continue giving this guy money. Maybe if you do that, and then he will lead us to, because he's saying that he's close with the Minister of Police. And then what they're doing, asking for money, is something that is unlawful. Maybe if we can get to the bottom of this. So that's when I kept on sending Brown Mohoti money. So I paid also 150,000 to his account for that January 8th celebration of the ANC.
Now, I just want to retrace our steps a bit. You say he called you and he offered to help you open a case. Did he say how he came to know you had been raided?
Did he say
what did he say was the purpose of his call?
To help me to open a case.
Following the raid on your house?
Yes.
Did he say how he got to know that fact, that your house was raided?
Hence, I think earlier I just mentioned that I know how now, but then I did not know.
Okay, how now?
So I'm saying the names of the people who I don't want to mention those names.
Okay.
Of how did he end up knowing me? Because it's part of the people who are under investigation and myself, so I do not want to go there.
So, are these members of SAPS or are these civilians? No, there are 62 million people at least in this country. You are safe if you say civilians. No one can take an educated guess.
One is a civilian, yes, and one is a member of SAPS.
Okay. Now, are these names you are willing to disclose confidentially to the Commission in your supplementary statement?
Yeah, they will be disclosed in my supplementary.
Okay. Now, most importantly, you are a businessman at that time. You've just been raided by people you say you were not sure were even police because you were worried. You were not sure whether police were raided your home or whether you had been robbed. You had that concern with you. Why did you accept an offer of help from somebody you don't know the first thing about? Why didn't you suspect that there's something fishy? Why should somebody come out of the blue to help me go open a case on a raid I have just experienced? I ask this to say, perhaps, I don't know, he must have said something to you that made you confident to conclude that you are dealing with a legitimate person. And if he did, what that something could potentially be? What could he have said to you?
What he said to me is, he's from the office of the minister.
Yes.
And then by that time, out of frustration, I didn't even think that far. That how did he end up?
Okay.
By now, like I said, I know.
Okay. Did he ever offer you? Did he ever help you with the opening?
No.
Okay. Now, I am aware that you say you only got to know of him after around the time of the raid of your house. We know that is the 6th of December. Did you subsequently develop a relationship with him, whether as a friend or?
After he asked money, I knew this guy is not what he says he is, so I didn't have any relationship with him.
You didn't have any relationship with him?
No.
You say for January 8, you paid 150,000.
Yes.
Why would you do that? What would you be getting in return for that?
It was because of the advice from the former Minister Beki Cele.
What would have been the purpose of paying 150,000? What did Mr. Cele say to you would be the purpose of paying 150,000?
To make him not doubt that I no longer trust him. Maybe he will end up leading us to.
Okay.
Sorry?
Oh no, I was following you. Please go ahead.
No, I'm saying it's because not to give him any suspicion that I no longer trust him.
Okay. So did you give any more?
No.
Give him any more?
No.
Chairperson, I'd just like the witness to finish the answer where he said it was to lead him to. If you can just complete that portion.
No, absolutely. I apologize if I interrupted you. So let's take a step back, and it sounds like that there's an answer I might have interrupted and it's incomplete.
Yes, because he said he was from the Minister of the Police.
Yes.
And then the former Minister of Police, the other, Mr. Beki Cele, he said that giving him money, because he strongly believed that this guy, he is working with the minister of the current minister then he thought by giving him money, I will end up getting close to them, to him and the former minister. The other minister, let me just mention that because there's two ministers. I'm talking about Mr. Mchunu. Yes, Brown said, Mr. Cele said that maybe he will lead us to Mr. Mchunu.
Okay.
Can I just ask so the raid is on the 6th of December, if I recall,
Yes.
in 2024. This was for the January 2025 ANC celebration.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Which is the 8th of January.
Yes.
So within that month, you gave him this 150,000.
Yes.
Okay. 2, when...
Sorry, and I also paid for the flight tickets. I didn't mention that.
Okay, so you paid more than 150,000 in that month. And then 2, when you say that former Minister Cele said to you, give him the money, now that he's asking, give him the money, then maybe it will lead us to the minister. To what? What exactly were you discussing that he will lead you to discover? Exactly.
This is according to Mr. Cele. He said to me, Mr. Senzo wants to fire General Kumalo and hire General and replace him with General Khan to that position of crime intelligence. So, and then, yes, he said, yeah, that's what I can remember on top of my head.
But he was hoping it would lead you to that
But,
plan.
Commissioner, I will do this, so I will just, because I'll make a supplementary affidavit, so I will just have to put it in details, even this statement, so that I can...
No, that's fine.
give it-
I'm
yes.
happy that you deal with it further in your supplementary. Thank you.
Did you ever get to meet Mr. Brown Mokgotse? Because in your statement you mentioned the phone calls. Did you ever get to meet him and under what circumstances?
Yes, I met him.
When? And under what circumstances?
After the first call that he made, after the call, I met him in Sheraton Hotel next to the Union Buildings.
Yes.
Discussing that he will investigate this thing. It's from the minister's office. He even made a call in front of me, pretending to call the minister, or whether it was the minister, that I cannot confirm. So yes, I will say I met him.
Was it once?
I also met him in the other hotel in Johannesburg. I met him twice, the hotel in Johannesburg, the Houghton Hotel.
Did he assist you to open a case against the police?
He actually tried because he connected me with some, I just forgot the name, in somewhere in Soweto, in Pretoria. Protea North. But that case was never registered.
Was he there when you went to?
He was
Protea
not there.
in Soweto?
He was not there.
He just connected you with
Yes.
somebody who was there?
Yes.
Okay.
And if I may just follow up on that, who did he connect you with at Protea police station to open a case?
I don't know his name. But what I know is he said that guy, he was from crime intelligence, but I don't know his name.
Did he appreciate or did he advise on the nature of a case you must open?
Can you please repeat that?
Did he advise on what kind of case you must open at Protea, or did he appreciate from your perspective what case you wanted to open? I mean, I'm trying to understand the extent of your conversation.
Yes, I wanted to open a case of harassment.
And he understood that you wanted to open a
Yes.
harassment case. You
Yes.
had told him. Okay.
Sorry, Commissioner, because I think I'm leaving other facts behind.
Yes.
Because you'll end up asking me about why didn't you say this, so I don't know whether I need to go back or whenever you...
No, please. This is your moment. Go ahead.
Okay. Because on the second raid, when they came to my house looking for the spare key of the house, he's the one also who said I must open a case in IPID.
Okay.
Yes, and then also the way he was pushing